A Buddhist monk once said, "Your suffering is not caused by the world around you. It's not caused by your job, your relationships, or your circumstances. Your suffering is caused by 3 habits you repeat every single day, often without even realizing it." Today I'm going to reveal exactly what these 3 toxic habits are. And more importantly, I'll show you how deleting them from your life will transform everything in just 7 days. This isn't theory. This is practical wisdom that has worked for 2,500 years. Before we begin, let me ask you something. How many times today have you felt anxious, stressed, overwhelmed? Like your mind won't stop racing? If you're nodding right now, you're not alone. Millions of people feel this way every single day. But here's what most people don't understand. This suffering isn't random. It's not just bad luck. It's the direct result of specific habits that Buddha identified over 2 millennia ago. And here's what's truly shocking. Modern neuroscience is now proving that Buddha was absolutely right. These 3 habits are literally hijacking your brain's reward system, keeping you trapped in endless cycles of anxiety, stress, and emptiness. But the good news? Once you understand these habits, you can break free. And it starts today. Let's dive into the first toxic habit. Habit number 1, constant comparison. Buddha called this the poison of envy. And it's more dangerous today than ever before. Think about it. You wake up, grab your phone, and within seconds you're scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You see your friends' vacation photos, your colleague's promotion announcement, that influencer's perfect body, perfect relationship, perfect life. And what happens in your brain? Instantly you start comparing. Your life suddenly feels smaller, less exciting, not good enough. You feel a knot in your stomach. That's not just in your head. That's real. That's your brain releasing cortisol, the stress hormone. Every single time you compare yourself to others, your body goes into stress mode. Your amygdala, the fear center of your brain, lights up like a Christmas tree. Your nervous system thinks you're under threat. And the worst part? This happens dozens, sometimes hundreds of times per day. Buddha understood this 2,500 years ago, long before social media existed. He taught that comparison is one of the root causes of suffering. Why? Because you're measuring your behind the scenes against everyone else's highlight reel. You're comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. It's a game you can never win. So what's the solution? Buddha taught a practice called Mudita. It's a Pali word that means sympathetic joy, or finding genuine happiness in other people's success. Instead of feeling envy when someone succeeds, you train yourself to feel joy for them. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds impossible. How can I be happy when someone else gets what I want? But here's the secret. Mudita isn't about pretending to be happy. It's about recognizing a simple truth. Someone else's success doesn't diminish yours. There's enough abundance in this world for everyone. Here's your practice for the next 7 days. Whenever you feel that pang of envy, that comparison creeping in, pause. Take a breath. And say this simple phrase either out loud or in your mind. May their happiness inspire mine. May their success show me what's possible. Watch what happens. That knot in your stomach? It starts to dissolve. That stress? It begins to fade. You're literally rewiring your brain from scarcity thinking to abundance thinking. Try it. You'll be amazed at how quickly your peace returns. Now let's move to the second toxic habit. Habit number 2, living on autopilot. Buddha taught that most people sleepwalk through their entire lives. They're physically present but mentally absent. Does this sound familiar? You wake up, immediately check your phone. You rush through breakfast, barely tasting your food. You drive to work on autopilot, not remembering the journey. You have conversations but don't really listen. You eat dinner while watching TV, scrolling your phone, thinking about tomorrow. You're never fully here. Never fully present. You're always somewhere else, lost in thoughts about the past or worries about the future. Buddha called this the greatest tragedy of human existence. You have this one precious life and you're missing it. Neuroscience backs this up. Studies from Harvard show that people spend 47% of their waking hours thinking about something other than what they're currently doing. And here's the kicker. This mind wandering is directly correlated with unhappiness. The more your mind wanders, the less happy you are. Why? Because when you're on autopilot, you're disconnected from life itself. You're not experiencing the richness of this moment. The warmth of the sun. The taste of your food. The sound of your loved one's voice. You're trapped in your head, and your head is usually worried, stressed, or planning. So what's the Buddhist solution? It's called the one breath rule. And it's incredibly simple but profoundly powerful. Before any activity at all, take one conscious breath. That's it. Just one. Before you eat, pause. Take one breath. Feel the air entering your lungs. Feel it leaving. Then eat and actually taste your food. Before you start working, pause. One breath. Feel yourself arriving in this moment. Then work with full presence. Before you speak to someone, pause. One breath. Arrive fully. Then listen with your whole being. This one simple practice rewires your brain for presence. Neuroscientists call this strengthening your prefrontal cortex, your attention center. The more you practice, the stronger it gets. And the stronger it gets, the more you actually experience your life instead of just thinking about it. Try this for 7 days. One breath before each activity. Watch how your life transforms from black and white to full color. Now, the third and final toxic habit. Habit number 3, resisting reality. This is perhaps the most subtle and the most destructive habit of all. Here's how it works. Something goes wrong. You make a mistake at work. Someone criticizes you. You have an argument with your partner. A plan falls through. And what do? You resist it. You fight it. You replay the situation over and over in your mind. You torture yourself with what ifs. What if I had said this instead? What if I had done that? Why did this happen to me? This shouldn't have happened. It's not fair. Buddha said something profound about this. He said, pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Let me say that again. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. What does this mean? It means that difficult things will happen in life. That's the pain part. That's inevitable. You can't control that. But suffering, the mental anguish, the endless rumination, the resistance, that's optional. That's what you add on top of the pain. Think of it like this. Let's say you get caught in the rain without an umbrella. You get wet. That's the pain. That's what happened. But then you spend the next 2 hours complaining about it, feeling angry, thinking about how unfair it is, wishing it hadn't happened. That's the suffering. That's what you're adding. The rain already happened. It's over. But you're keeping it alive in your mind, making yourself miserable long after the actual event has passed. Neuroscience shows that when you resist reality, when you fight what is, your amygdala stays activated. Your stress response stays turned on. You're literally keeping yourself in a state of suffering by refusing to accept what has already happened. So what's the Buddhist solution? It's called radical acceptance. And it's practiced through a simple mantra. When something difficult happens, when you're facing a challenge, say this to yourself. This is happening. I cannot change the past. I choose peace now. Let me break that down. This is happening. That's acknowledging reality. Not denying it. Not pretending it's not there. Just seeing it clearly. I cannot change the past. That's releasing resistance. What happened, happened. Fighting it doesn't change it. It only makes you suffer more. I choose peace now. That's reclaiming your power. You can't control what happened, but you can control how you respond. And you're choosing peace. Studies show that acceptance, true acceptance, reduces activity in the amygdala by up to 50%. Your fear center calms down. Your stress hormones decrease. Your body relaxes. Not because the situation changed, but because you stopped fighting reality. Practice this for 7 days. When difficulties arise, and they will, use the acceptance mantra. This is happening. I cannot change the past. I choose peace now. Watch how your suffering decreases, even when pain is present. So let's recap. 3 toxic habits destroying your peace. Number 1. Constant comparison. The antidote, Mudita. May their happiness inspire mine. Number 2. Living on autopilot. The antidote, the one breath rule. Pause and breathe before each activity. Number 3. Resisting reality. The antidote, radical acceptance. This is happening. I cannot change the past. I choose peace now. Here's your challenge. Delete these 3 habits for just 7 days. No comparison. No autopilot. No resistance. I want you to comment below which habit you'll tackle first. And if this video helped you, share it with someone who needs peace today. Remember, Buddha's wisdom isn't about religion. It's not about becoming a monk or giving up your life. It's about freedom. Freedom from the habits that steal your joy. Freedom from the patterns that keep you suffering. Your peaceful life isn't somewhere in the future. It's not waiting for the perfect circumstances. It's available right now, in this moment, when you delete these 3 toxic habits. Start today. Your transformation begins now.